Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing good. Thank you. So, in today's video clip, we are continuing with addition to 20. But we are also doing adding by making 10. That is what we're going to focus on today. Okay? So, I have a few examples I'm going to show you. So, Joe has 7 crayons. Seven crayons. Okay. He finds 5 more crayons in a pencil case. So he finds 5 more crayons in a pencil case. How many crayons does he have now? So if you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7 crayons to start with, and then he is lucky. He finds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So 7 plus 5 equals, I know, now you have to think, 7 plus 5. So then maybe go 7, 8, 9, 10. It is a little bit slow. So you can speed the process up by adding by making 10. So you make 10 first, and then you just add the last numbers, which is much easier. So you start here because you have 7. 7 is greater, bigger, larger than 5. So then it is easier to start with 7. So 7 and to 10 you need how many more? 7, 8, 9, 10. You need 3 more. So here we have 7, and then we take 3 more. So now we have 10. That makes 10. These 3 here and these 7 here. That makes 10. Then how many do you have left here? How many are these? 2. So you have 2 left. Right here, 2. So you have 10 and 2. And everyone knows that 10 plus 2 is 12. Easy, fast. So that is what this is all about. Adding by making 10. To make your addition in your head, the math in your head, to go faster. Instead of going 7 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then faster. 7 plus 5, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay? Do you understand? So if you do it physically, so then you have 7 crayons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 crayons, and then plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then let's add 10. Add on by making 10. So 7 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 10. And then you automatically know that 10 plus 2 is 12. So it's faster. Okay? Do you understand? Okay, good. So now let's go to another example I have here on my right. And here we have crayons and blocks. We use crayons and blocks. So, how many crayons do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crayons. 6 crayons. And how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks. And that is the same as on the board. 8 blocks. Okay? So now let's read the problem. Tom has 6 crayons and 8 blocks. How many crayons and blocks does Tom have all together in total? How many in total? And I know you can do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, you can, but it's a little bit slow. And now let's use the method adding by making 10. So we will start with the bigger number, the 8. That is more, 8, and you have 6, you have 8. So you need to separate the 6 into 2, 2 and then 4. 2 and 4. So, yeah. 2 and 4. Because 2 will go over to the 8 to make 10. 2 plus 8 equals 10. So 2 crayons, 1 over to the blocks. So then you have 10 and 4. And you know 10 and 4, that's easy. 10 plus 4, 14. 10 plus 4 equals 14. Easy, right? Okay, good. Now I will, let's look all the way on my left and I will change the camera angle. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so in this problem here, let's read the problem first. Chair has 9 crayons. 9 crayons. Sorry. 9 crayons with a paper wrap on them. So these are crayons with a paper wrap. They have the wrap on them. No wrap. Okay? So chair has 9 crayons with a paper wrap on them. She also has 2 crayons without. 2 crayons without any wrap on them. Now, which is easier to make a 10? So, you have 9 plus 2 equals 11. 9 plus 2, 9 with wraps, 9 with wraps, and 2 without. So now we're going to make 10. Let's make 10. So how do we do it? Which is easier? Is it easier to do it like this? 9 plus 1 plus 1, because 9 plus 1 equals 10, and then 10 plus 1. Or is it easier to do it this way? You separate these into 1 and 8. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 2 equals 10. So 10 plus 1. Which is easier to separate, to divide the small number into 2 or the big number into 1 and 8? Which one is it? Which do you think it is? Good. I do as well. I think it is easier to divide the 2 into 2 parts of 1, simply because it is a smaller number. With a smaller number, you don't have to count as much. So with the number 2, you have 2 here, 2 crayons here, you just divide them into 2 parts. So One part with 1 and one part with 1. And then one part goes to the 9 part, and then one part stays alone. So then we have 10 plus 1, and everyone knows 10 plus 1 is 11. 11. And question, why? Just because it's easier to deal with smaller number. 2 is smaller than 9, so that's why it's easier to divide the number 2 into 2 parts than dividing 9 into 2 parts. Okay, do you understand? Good. So then let's go to the book. And I want you to do let's see, homework, page 181 to 183. That is your homework, 3 pages. Alright, so I will see you in a little bit. Okay, now mothers and fathers, so this part is for you, so that you can see what the correct answers are. So please look at this and then check your children's answers. If they have made any mistakes, then please correct them. So this is the first page. You just circle 10 and then you write 8 plus 5 equals 13, but it's easy to see because if you have circled 10, then 10 plus 3, 13. Everyone thinks that's much easier and it's much faster. And then number 2, 7 plus 7, circle 10 and then you have 4 left, so 10 plus 4 is 14. Easy and fast. And then C, circle 10, so you have 10 plus 5 frogs, that equals 15. Okay, and then the next page. So exercise number 2, circle a group of 10, fill in the boxes. So you circle 10, 10, and then you have 2 more, so 10 plus 2, that's 12. But you need to write 4 because 8 plus 4 equals 12. But also 8 plus 4 equals 10 plus 2. And 8 plus 4 is the same as 10 plus 2, and that equals 12. And then B, circle 10, and then you see 7 plus 8 is the same as 10 plus 5, and those both equations equals 15. And number 3, circle a group of 10, fill in the boxes. So circle 10, we have 9 plus 5, and then you divide 5 into 1 because 1 goes to the 9 and then 4 goes, just stays plus. So 9 plus 1 is 10, and then the other part is 4, so plus 4 is 14. And then to the right you write 9 plus 1 equals 10, and then 10 plus 4 equals 14. And the last page, 9 plus 9. So you want to make 10. Here you do not need to circle. Okay, you just write. Oh, actually, I might have forgot. Yes, I have forgotten to circle. So please circle 10, and then you have 2 9s. So you make 1 into 2 parts. Divide 1 into 2 parts. So 9 plus 1. So you make 1 part 1 and 1 part 8. And then to the right, 9 plus 1 equals 10, and then you have 8 left over, so 8 plus 10 equals 18. And number 4, you do the same thing, fill in the boxes. 7 plus 8, then it's easier if you keep the bigger number and then you take the smaller number and divide them into 2 parts. So let's divide 7 into 2 parts. So 8 plus what equals 10? 8 plus 2. So then part 1 is 2 and part 2 is 5. Because 10 plus 5 is 15. And then B, 7 plus 5. Divide 5 into 2 parts. 7 plus what equals 10? 3. So part 1 is 3, part 2 is 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay, so check your children's answers and help them, correct them if they have made any mistakes. Alright, and that is all for this video clip. Take care, and I will see you in the next clip. Bye bye.